Hi, Constitutional Crisis Channel again, and more current events. And those of you following videos know that I've talked about Merced on several different instances. I've got 2 cases out there, and I think these may be the quickest avenue we're going to have to get into really being able to go after the bastards offensively, because they have non-existent positions out there, even in their system. The latest thing that's happened, and this is the first for me, if you don't count South Carolina, which is a little different circumstance, is that my friend I helped out there, who filed all the documents, the 5 basic documents, and those of you that order my document packets will see those. You can ask for information about that, ccaspari@live.com. Very modestly priced packets. And the 5 basic documents challenge jurisdiction. And the first thing happened, as I mentioned earlier, was that he was ordered to a mandatory psychiatric evaluation by a judge who never laid eyes on him before. Now, they think they can do that under, I think it's Penal Code Section 1368, but not under the circumstances present here. But the news about this case, and this is the first for me in California, my friend actually got convicted after an incredible sequence of events, including, from what I understand, they have 11 or 12 judges out there, and 9 of them either disqualified themselves or were removed during the course of these events. But he actually got sentenced to 10 days in jail on a charge he wasn't even charged with, which makes it bad enough. So here he is, and challenging the jurisdiction of the court. He's going to now have full Article 3 standing, which is something the system doesn't ordinarily see in a traffic case. They say, well, what the hell is traffic? No big deal. Well, I can get around that one too. In fact, one of the big unwritten rules of the Supreme Court is that they will take cases, when they come to their attention, that it is capable of repetition yet evading review. That's the dictionary definition of the traffic court. And sooner or later, we're going to get one or more cases there. For the moment, him having been in jail, and he was out, by the way, I talked to him on Tuesday, and I said to myself mentally, 72 hours. Well, in a technical sense, I was right, because Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, he wasn't there all day Thursday, he was home by Thursday afternoon. And there's some shenanigans going on out there with the outgoing DA, which may add some interest to it too, that resulted in a lot of people out there being thrown in jail who would not normally have been there. Story for another day. But the point is, these 2 Merced cases are so good that I'm expecting to be out there perhaps before the end of July, and talking to people seriously out there about settling both. Because if they don't do that, we're going to have separate cases, separate venues, separate negative publicity, and cases that in all likelihood we're now going to be statistical favorites to win. Not a 95-1 underdog like you are with the civil rights case. I don't do those. But if you get real cases in there, trespass via arms, trover, violation of oath of office, treason, and these are serious charges. They get convicted of these. I mean, now you sit down and talk to them across the table, and I explain what I just said to you, and say, fine, get your checkbook out, but keep all these factors in mind that a jury will take into account, not to mention punitive and exemplary damages for violating rights secured by all 6 articles of the Constitution. Who the hell cares about the Bill of Rights? That's not what I do either. All 6 articles. That's what they can't beat. And some of them actually know it, and a lot more are going to know when they sit down and see the papers that we will be filing with the case if we have to file them. We're going to say, you want us to go ahead and do it? Fine. Here's what you're looking at. 200 pages. And they can't answer 2 paragraphs. They take the checkbook out and say, fine, what do you want? That's what I expect to have going on here really soon. It's been a lot of hard work on my part. I've enjoyed doing it. I'll be even happier when we get there, because I know that ship is coming into port. And like I said to my friends, that's the Queen Mary. It ain't the Titanic. So that said, more of a Merced update when things develop out there. Thank you.